Yo, 20 carats dripping on my neck. I ain't even stunting cause this book is in its new protect. That's just how I'm coming, spending hundreds on the music set. Running up the budget, new estate, and a foreign car. Get it off the muscle, please don't tell me how to spend my money.
Button.
Wait, hold up. Let me fix my hat. Hold up. Let me fix my hat.
Nigga said, let me fix my hat. Hold up.
That's a little way. That's easy.
Yeah, you already know, man. That's my shit.
Word.
But yo, man, this your boy Tyrell, aka Dolo. You now tuned into the Holla at your boy venting sessions. You already know, man. I got my guy right here, man, the one and only Young Birds in the building.
What's good?
Man, he coming out with his album 2021. I was just telling him about, I'm coming out with mine 2021, but please expect his to come out 2021. You know what I'm saying? Before we start anything, let them know your Instagram, where they going to be able to find your music 2021, the title of your music, and all of that stuff, and what you got coming. You know what I'm saying? As far as music and anything else, let them know all that shit.
Man, I got a lot that's coming up. Most likely sometime beginning of next year. That's what my plans on to be like. It's just my official album that that I'm trying to finally show people how I stepped my game, I stepped up
Yeah.
I'm not playing no games. This shit is it's now or never. I gotta get this shit. I gotta do me. I'm getting up to the age, yo, man. I can't waste time. Time is precious. So that's basically what this shit is. All my feelings, all that I put into this shit. But yeah, it's me, R&B, rapping, both. It's just giving you both sides of me. So it's gonna be a mixture of a lot of things. It's gonna be songs you could just vibe to, songs you could, if you want to be up, having a good time drinking to, and it's gonna be, I'm always real. Everything I speak about is real. You gotta keep it 100. So yeah, that's just basically yeah, everything's gonna be pushed out. It's called Now or Never.
Yeah.
It be put sometimes next year. Be dropping soon and shit.
All right, so I gotta ask you, not from a person that's on Zoom, but as a friend, as your boy. So, what you think is different about this project, or I should say, matter of fact, what you think is different about what you doing with this project, and what are you expecting from this project, as far as feedback, anything like that. So the first question is, what you think you doing different with this project, or did I say that the first time?
Yeah, yeah. Nah, I know. Yeah, some similar.
Yeah.
But nah, I mean, I'm just basically, I'm just mostly just doing me, and I'm putting it out there, then real recognize real, and you'll recognize hate. But at the same time, I'm not worrying about that, because all feedback is good feedback to me. All I just say, just keep it real. If it's not what you feel, that's not what you like, then that's cool. Everybody got what they like, what they do. But
Yeah.
you know, be real with it though. Don't don't be on some fake shit, on some some other shit with it. As long as you keep it 100, I was it is what it is.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I'm looking for. But I'm not even fully worrying about it on that side. I'm just doing me, and I'm doing anything that that I could do, and I feel like I could do. I'm putting it into play. If I feel like I could do it, I got to start doing it. I can't waste God's gift that He gave to me. Anything. So I just keep it pushing. Whatever comes out of this it come out. But that ain't gonna be the only thing I'm be doing. Like it's a lot of things I'm gonna be doing. Like,
Yeah.
mention a lot of stuff. Like, so I'm just trying to produce everything. It just the music is just my first start off, but it ain't the only thing. So basically this album is just me doing me, like, and I'm just showing you this is how I do it, and like, and for my audience, just be real, like, so that's just basically what it is.
Yeah, yeah. That's a fact, man. Y'all heard it from that man. Y'all heard it from that man first. You heard me? Jersey. Holla, I am cooking, cooking.
But I'm a little bit too, like,
Oh, what you drinking on?
huh?
What you drinking on?
Nah, teleport, but nah, yo, that I ain't know, yo, that's it with the video.
Nah.
Oh, you gonna do another one?
Nah, this the whole video. We still doing it.
Oh, you still? Oh, my bad. But
Nah, we still doing it. That ain't it. That ain't
I
it.
thought you said you was like, yo, holla at your boy. This is that. I'm like, oh wait, he ended this shit.
Nah,
I got
nah, hell nah, ain't in this shit. This nigga's about to get comfortable like a motherfucker. They got the niggas about to go get some lean and start sipping and shit.
yeah.
Word up though. But nah, man. The last video I was talking about how females always passing up on their blessings as far as a good guy. And I was just, mind you, it was just me, Dolo, just talking to the camera. And I'm like, it's crazy how a guy got to go through, a guy got to go through hula hoops to holler at you. And 9 times out of 10, a nigga don't care who they hollering at, but they still just going to holler. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like that with the females. Like, females are very picky. And then a lot of times, a lot of females just don't go and holler at us. You know what I'm saying? We got to come to them. And I was like, yo, our females don't never come to us like how we come to them. You know what I'm saying? And I gave an example. I said, yo, we'll holler at a female with a regular ponytail in her head, some, you know what I mean? Some basketball shorts or whatever like that, a woman's tank top, and two different matching socks or whatever like that. 2 different socks. She could be in the shop right just shopping for food, and a nigga holler at her, regardless of how she look. But let a nigga come and shop right like that. Oh, this nigga dirty. He did it. And I say, I was just talking to the camera. I'm like, yo, why is it like that? Like, that's crazy.
Yo, I mean, I would say it's mostly like that, but I have saw some females talk to some guys that is like that, but that's rare though. That's really rare. Yeah, that's really rare. But I just think it's just I think on a term, females just like that go getter type. That go getter type.
I said, not to cut you off. I was like, yo, what I said? I said, a nigga niggas gotta have certain things with them in order to catch a female eye. For instance, I had brought it up too. I said a chick could be in a hoop ride that'll get her from point A to point B, and a nigga cool with that because a nigga understand like, yo, she got a car at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? She getting a point. But if a nigga ride around in some hoop ride shit, bitches be clowning niggas with some hoop ride shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, as far as a guy, like one of us, we got to do more as far as impressing a female, like, than they got to do for us. Like, they don't really got to impress us that much. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really got to do too much.
Nah, I feel you on that. I think it always comes down in like how it always been, even back then, like back in the days and shit. It's always been it's a known thing about men's being a provider, men's being the dude that goes for the money, and females is the one that. And I think what had happened is that's cool, and that's good too. Like if only if that's the right female for that dude, for that guy, But like what I'm saying is, for years it's been like that, and just things just got so strong that people's opinion got into it, got involved with it, how they feel. So some females become independent. Some females want the same thing as guys. It's just for many years, no, that point had became strongly in the opinions of how people feel and look at it. So
Yeah.
now, and through this generation, now females got so used to it of it being at that way. Now they don't want no guy that's really not, they feel like not on his shit. Now
Mhm.
they looking for a nigga that's got their shit and a nigga that got a lot of shit. So it can make it easier on them, or they don't have to do, like, I've been in some times, like, and this is crazy. Before I start stepping my game up, they had my L's to ride, no whip, they really had a consistent job, you know, before I'm with the one I'm with now. This is when I was single and shit, and like I had met females that I talked to on I text, I talk and everything. And then it's funny, like, soon as I mentioned that I don't have no whip, I don't have nothing, it's like, yo, the whole chemistry just went away. Like, we don't text how we used to text. And it'd be like right after I tell them that, it'd be like, yo, damn, like, what you like, be cool though. Like, and it'd be, the funny thing is, they'd be mostly the ones that don't have a whip be feeling that about you. Like, damn, you should
Mhm.
understand it.
Mhm.
More just like me, like,
Right. No
both
bullshit.
you should mostly understand that.
It be the females. So it's always like that. It be the females that don't be having a job that be fucking like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
And it became like that because they looking for somebody that got their shit, so it would be easier for them. Because they in this situation that they gotta work and they gotta grind hard. And and those be the ones that just like, no, I don't want to do that, But don't get me right, don't get me wrong. It's like the one I'm with, I'm with that. I am like, I want to provide, and they don't have to worry about that. But that's if they are the right one, and I know they're gonna ride with me. Because I feel like the one I'm with now, like, will ride with me even if I ain't have nothing. Like, because
Mhm.
I ain't, like, I don't really got my even out there. I ain't really that. I'm still
Trust me,
trying.
I know. I know.
But like, it is females that will ride with a dude that don't got nothing. Like, but for a lot of those females that dissing dudes because they don't got nothing at that moment or whatever, it's not a good way to think about it, because you gotta you can't focus on what a dude could do for you or not do for you. Like, you gotta focus on if the dude is really there to love you. Like, and like
Yo,
and
talk that shit.
a lot of females don't understand that. Like, focus, like, that's what you're focused on. And if he's really good, and if he really love you, then build that shit with him. Like, don't try to play Russian roulette with love. And I feel like some females does that. Like, they get what they want mixed up with what they need. Like,
Talk that shit.
you want a dude that got all this stuff so much, but you missing out dudes that need. Like, I understand that you still want somebody that you're attracted to. You still want somebody you feel. That's understandable. But like, you gotta mostly understand that that's not the most important thing. Like,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah, sometimes you gotta look past that.
yeah, you gotta look past that. But it's I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's hard to not be with somebody. Okay, they do love you, but y'all don't got no connection or nothing. So,
Mhm.
like, you just gotta work with it. Find that person that you connect with, and you got all those tools. But I don't know, 'cause it's not even attraction. Don't even mean nothing no more these days. Like, because you got people that different type of people that's together. Like, you'll be like, yo, how that happened? But
Mhm.
it's is everybody for it? Is
Yo, be
somebody
like,
for
yo,
somebody?
yo, how that happen?
It's like, but it's everybody for somebody. You don't know. It just be about what. Nowadays, it's about if whoever got their shit right. Like, and it shouldn't be like that, but it is. But I make sure I get my shit right, not because of a female or nothing, just because that's your priorities. Like, that's what you gotta do. Like, you gotta make sure you step your game up regardless who in your life or not. Like,
Yeah.
so, but it's better that way. Everything flows better. But sometimes it's like that though. But yeah, that's I don't want to talk going on, but that's just basically my opinion about it. It just became, I feel like it just became a recycle, like, things that been like that for years, but now it's getting worse. Now is you females not even looking. They not even they worrying about finding that dude now, like that have they shit, like
Yeah.
and then I'm supposed to be like that, but yeah, shit is real though.
Shit is real, man. Shit is real, man. You been keeping up with battle rap lately?
I mean, I've been keeping up. I ain't gonna lie, with this artist quarantine thing happened and everything, they had to like do battle raps, um, solo and shit together, like
Yeah.
with new crowds and all that. It kind of like knocked my interest off it a little bit. So lately, I haven't been watching it. I know I heard a few stuff that happened, like with Surf. Heard that I'm gonna choke 2 times or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, man.
so and then I heard some other battles I saw some other battles that went on, like I forgot the names of it was, but nah, I haven't been keeping up because that shit after everything happened and shit, I have to keep up late,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
heard some things about it though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Surf choked twice. He choked against Lux and he choked against a female. So that nigga stock going down, bruh. That nigga stock
Yeah,
going down, man. But man, this nigga always choking, man. He letting niggas down, B.
yeah.
Letting
Yeah.
niggas down, man. I got a question for you. Here we go. Here we go. What has this pandemic taught you?
This pandemic,
Yeah.
I would say this it taught me mostly thing. I said this it taught me is to just to taught me to be more focused on money and budgeting
Yeah.
because as a high everything you can't you can't really do nothing go out. I mean it's stuff that's open that you go out and you go to have fun and do what you want, but all this being precautious, especially in the beginning, being cautious and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and like I ain't really haven't been doing really nothing too much, so been helping me know how to like save and budget and do everything with my money, like so other than that, like ain't really. It's the same old. Like there's always something going on with with the government or what's going on. Like I just feel like it's another bullshit that's just going on. And
Yeah.
bullshit. We gotta be out. So be out of work and just continue grind. Like so
Yeah.
I mean, for the people that is out of work, gotta continue to grind. But like, uh, good thing I still got my job. For my son's sake
Yeah.
and for my family's sake. Like,
Now I was saying it taught me how to first of all, it taught me how to make how much important, keeping my priorities straight. That's number one. That's what it taught me. And it taught me, you gotta have more than one hustle. Like you gotta be creative. You know what I mean? You gotta open up your mind because now it's no excuse. Like we got time, you know what I'm saying? And we got time to work on our craft and we got time to work on what we need to work on or get more in tune with yourself. So that's
yeah,
what, you know what I mean. So I
mm,
figure like, yeah, that's what the pandemic taught me, yo. And you're right, saving your bread. And I was like, yo, everybody got caught off guard. But
yeah,
now this shit should taught, you know what I mean? It should teach you like, yo, now you got to start saving for real. You know what I'm saying? If you really about
yeah,
to spend $100 on some bullshit or
yeah,
whatever, just save like $20. Put $20 up, you know what I'm saying, every time you get paid or whatever it is like that. And don't be too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Don't
yeah,
be too comfortable because a job is a job at the end of the day. You could be let go. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important to save. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be too comfortable with
so
your job
comfortable,
because
yeah.
shit, we don't know what the future gonna hold. You know what I mean? With this whole
What
pandemic shit.
you don't know what next might happen. It might be
Mhm.
some shit worse than this because of the bullshit that he doing. Like,
Yeah.
you always got a plan, like, and like this this thing is just really serious. Like, I I got a question for you.
What's up?
And this is a big question that that's been going on for a while. This is a big debate too, dealing with like the minorities and everybody. You know, what do voting mean to you?
um. Well, it's supposed to mean, you know, you voting for somebody who can represent you in the best way, shape, or form. You know what I'm
I,
saying? That's what it means to me. It voting mean, somebody that can put the world at a better place. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that
yeah,
the economy is up and running. Make sure everything is
yeah.
good. You know what I'm saying? Like just that one person, but also, you know, um, you know,
Let me put in this attempt. Like, do you believe in voting?
uh, to a certain extent, because
Okay.
I'm gonna say, for me, I want to say I don't believe in voting, but then you know what I'm saying. I really don't know all the facts to it. So you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I just gotta go by what it is because I don't know all the facts that go, or I don't know everything that goes into voting. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But when I start adding things together, with that whole electoral college and Hillary winning the states, but he won electoral, and Hillary just burned them and shit like that. With
yeah,
votes,
yeah,
he still won. And when you just start putting things together, it just don't make sense at all. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It just don't make sense. And then you got these two, like how could we take voting serious when you got a president that's just a straight comedian, bro? A straight
yeah, yeah,
comedian. And both parties are lying to our faces and you see it. It's
yeah,
like, oh, how
yeah,
you want me to vote? You know what I'm saying? And you seeing all of this shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Granted, our ancestors died for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
for us
yeah,
to vote, we get. But I think during that time, I think it was more meaningful to vote. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
During that time, you know what I'm saying? Because they died for it. But now it's like, yo, it's a political game. You know what I'm saying? Like the president, he just making jokes all the time. A comedian, then you got this one. It's like, yo, with this whole pandemic shit and him saying that they've been know about it, but they didn't want to tell her. You know what I'm saying? Just all this
yeah,
little
yeah,
fuck shit
yeah. I
going
know what
on.
you said.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's like, come on, my nigga. Like, how you want me to believe in a government when I got nothing from the government? For real, like you
yeah.
talking about government assistance, bruh. That's not much. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. And it's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. That shit is
Nah,
crazy.
nah, nah. I know what you said. Like, I basically what I say on me, I strongly is a believer. I'm with the people that feels the same way that I feel. I strongly don't believe in voting.
Yeah.
You know, and like the reason why I don't believe in it because it's many reasons, but I don't want to go deep and go into. I'm just gonna try to sum everything up. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's just mainly like put it in sense. Back then, I don't know the whole detail, but I know for sure, even like in the history books or whatever, back then it wasn't really presidential back then. Presidents became, when George Washington, um, um, wait, George Washington was the first president, right? Or Abraham Lincoln, one of those. I
Yeah.
forget, like one of them, like I forget, y'all go into history, like, but like
Woo.
I know for sure the president came in probably like sometimes in the late 18th or the 19th, one of them shit. It wasn't always presidential. Like it
Mm-hmm.
was something else. It was a different government before that.
Mm-hmm.
And how it was back then, the people, they had to abide by the people's feelings or what the people want. That whether the people want to become the leader, the head, the president, whatever want to name it, like they had to really buy about it because they feel like the people made them. Like,
Yeah.
everybody like play a part of something. They had to give the people what they want so they could keep ahead in charge. Like
Yeah.
it was somewhat like that back then. Even in Rome, all that other stuff, it was like that too. But now with the presidential, when it came to voting and all that other stuff, I just feel like they trying to keep it like that. They trying to keep it as the people have a say so. and what happens inside the government. Like, all right, let me put in voting. They go and they vote what president they want, so we could feel like we still have a say so. But in reality, we don't have a say so. Like, voting to me is just a image. It's a control system to keep everything going on to me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's how I feel. They don't really care so much of what you choose. Like, your voting might choose a president. If you might think, okay, you vote for a president and that president win. You thinking, okay, your voting got that president win, but in reality, they already knew that president was gonna win way before they even did the whole voting. Like, they know all this stuff way before it goes in. Like, they know everything. Like, and I feel like it just to make people feel like they still have a say so into what they do, but they choose a president that's best for them, not best for us.
Yeah.
President that's best for them. What they are desired to do for this president, it's got to be best for them. They're not gonna let us get a control of what we can do. This, that, it's not. And I know that's going deep. But I just want to like keep it to
Man,
something
that
up like
nigga
that.
went in.
And it's just me keeping it real. Like, I'm always a person that keep it real no matter what. Like,
Yeah.
but I just feel like voting is not the same how it's supposed to be, and that's why I don't vote. I can't condone something that's been changed and somewhat been controlled, and and I can't support that. And I feel like they don't hear us out more like they should,
Yeah.
and voting is not the way that they're gonna hear us.
Yeah.
And
I did vote for Obama, but I always vote locally too. I vote locally because that's what counts the most. That locally, that's something that's in your area that you can have a say so. You know what I'm saying? You can go to the well, you probably can't do it now, but when they used to have those meetings at the at whatchamacallit, and they let the people talk, they let the people voice their opinion.
yeah.
So yeah, that local shit, that shit matters, man. But yeah, man, I just look at it like, man, I don't listen. If you vote, you vote. If you don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Then
I feel that way too.
heavy.
I feel that way. If you vote, then cool. That's your thing. You vote, but understand my reason why I don't want to vote.
Yeah,
Like, cause some people be trying to like come after people that don't want to vote or whatever. Not everybody, but it's a lot of people that do, and try to force them or try to like feel like, oh, they should, and make them feel like, oh, they they not they don't know nothing or whatever just because they don't want to vote. Like, no, like I don't want to vote because of my belief. I feel like my voting is not really doesn't is not making a difference, and that's how I feel. You can't get upset at me as how I feel. That's the way I feel. I
yeah,
feel like my voting is not making a difference. And if you don't strongly convince me that my vote make a difference, then I'm not gonna vote. Like, you gotta strongly convince me, and I gotta see facts that my vote making a difference. Until I see facts and I can see and I know that it make a difference, then then I'll vote. But until then, I'm not voting. I'm not supporting something I
hey,
feel like.
nigga, my life been the same for 28 years, bro.
Yeah.
Regardless if I voted or not, my life been the same for 28 years. I haven't seen anything new. I haven't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
ain't nothing changed to me.
To be honest, things is getting worse than getting better. Like, it's getting worse. Like, and it's only reason why it's getting worse because I know it's not really us. Like, the only thing that we need to do, the only thing we worry about voting, what we need to be worrying about is coming together. That's the thing. Us as people, as unity, like, like, and not just blacks, not just like, I mean, like, the whole world that needs to come, the whole minority needs to more focus on coming together than focus on
Mm-hmm.
voting. And that's just me. That's just being on some real thing, like, but that just based it on, we have to go on. We could go to another topic, but like, I just want to know how, because that subject is a strong thing. Like, I see a lot of stuff on the media, debates, big debates. Some people feel like, oh, people that don't vote is ignorant, and some people that feel like people do vote is don't know what they are doing and all that. And it's just a back and forth thing. Like,
I don't really know too much about old boy Joe Biden. I don't really know too much about. It's like, yo, y'all pushing me. y'all pushed me to vote, right?
Yeah,
So we could get Trump out of office. But I don't really know too much about homie though. So like
yeah.
like how you expect a person to vote if they don't really know who they
No,
fuck?
no, and that's what I'm saying. Like we don't like we already know is what they are saying in the media and on the debates, but like who they are in person, do you really know? Do you really know who they are and what they are? They could be a liar. They could be anything. Like, and we don't know these people. We just going about what they are saying. But this, like, they can say anything. Like, and nothing changes. Like, and they not the people that run stuff. They not the people that like they have to abide by things just like we abide by things. But so if they gotta abide by things, then who are the people that's making these stuff that they gotta abide by? Like so it's more to me, it's more to the thing, like and me, I'm a strong believer of God. Like, I'm a strong believer of a God, the God. I ain't talking about all these other gods. I'm talking about the God. Like, and I'm a strong believer. And I just don't feel like us as people, the government and all that is not abiding by his rules. And
Mm,
since they're not abiding by God rules, like, why should I support it? And that's just people that believe in God. Because you got people that's atheists, got people that don't believe in God. That's their opinion. I don't want to get into that. Cool. But for us people that know there's a God and believe
yeah.
in God, my reason for not voting is because I don't feel like the government is abiding by it and respecting God.
Hmm.
So why should I support it? So that's my main thing. Like, so that's how I look at it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's a lot of people. They feel the same way. They feel the same
Yeah,
way, bro. A lot, and I'm hearing it more now than ever. Like,
yeah. More that it's real though. But
bro, bro.
how you like going to the sport? Like I know you probably I don't know you wanted to wait to talk about this, but I'm so anxious to talk about it.
What?
We could get a little conversation on it if you was trying to wait, but yo, that boy Deshaun Jackson is just
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So like I was saying, because you were saying that he don't run the same and shit.
yeah,
I was like, what I was saying, yeah, them injuries just piled up. Like, and I feel like he's forcing himself to play now because he knows he's in the latter years of his career, and I feel like he just forcing himself, and I feel like he wasn't completely healthy from the jump. Period. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I feel like
yeah,
he forced that shit, and that's why he ended up getting hurt back to back to back like that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I feel like I don't know, man. He might want to wrap it up, man. Like I feel like he should just wrap it up, man, because
No,
they say he's out for another 6 to 8 weeks.
now you know what it is when I think when he first got injured, because he got injured before this year, the
I,
other prior year. Yeah, when he first got injured, I think he should have set a whole season out. Like he should have set a whole season out, got his legs healthy, and then after his legs healthy, he got his training back and start running and got better. Like like got his speed and got everything. Like I think every time you come right back soon after you healed, you don't your run. You still gotta practice the run. Like you still get that. You still gotta build that up because you was out all that time. You wasn't it. So every time he get injured and then as soon as he get better, he right playing. But your speed is not nothing is not the same no more because you gotta build that shit back up.
mm-hmm.
And I feel like he should have set that last season out and waited. And now by the time we got into this season we at now, his running would have been good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I understand that it probably would. Don't get me wrong, because you got to jump back in it, because you can't lose your audience, you can't lose the time, the contracts. So you got to like I understand that, but so it's not on him. I'm not saying that he should, because when you get something offered to you, you don't know if that's gonna be your only chance or whatever. So
Yeah.
you got to keep going. So it's understanding. I understand there's a lot to that, but for as a coach that want to sign him, I feel like they should have signed him. And after they signed him, like, yo, we signing you, but we're gonna sign you for a 2-year. Why? Because this season you're gonna sit out, and then the next following season you should be good to run. But a lot of coaches don't want to do that because I understand that's money. You paying him to sit out, so you gotta look at it that. I understand that part, but I feel like if he had the opportunity to be set out a whole year and then come back the next following year, he probably would have been, his speed, everything would have probably been 100% good, like, but his speed not the same because every time he get injured, he come right back in. And like he come in now, he run. When I looked at the game, the Giants game the other day, like when he get off the line, his acceleration was like, I'm like, yo, is he running? Like, his acceleration don't be nothing. I'm like, looking like he jogging over the sideline. Like it's like his speed, so he's not getting open like how he used to do when he was younger. Getting off, when you get off that line, he already downfield already. That was that speed, that acceleration. He don't got that no more. Like, so it's like, they gotta work. I feel like they gotta just work with these younger guys. Give these younger guys a chance and build a strategy over them. Like, these older ones, they getting bruised up. They get.
I said that, son. When I saw, who was that? When I saw Lane Johnson limping up, I mean, he was just limping off the field. I'm like, God damn, my nigga, like, y'all niggas is old and hurt. Jason Kelce. I mean, what's the name? Jason Kelce, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him, Jason Kelce, Jason Peters, old ass. Like, why these niggas is here?
I ain't gonna lie, those are two that you hardly hit getting hurt. They been their oldest, but I know Fletcher Cox got hurt the year. No. He was still playing. That was Jason Peters. Jason Peters got injured, I think, last year and the year before that.
Yeah.
But that's on our blocking. Fletcher Cox and Kelce, they hardly get injured like that though. Like they've been in for a minute, but they already get injured. Like they the only motherfuckers that hardly get injured.
Kelce was injured this year and last year.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
I didn't even hear. I know it was a lot of people, but I definitely didn't hear about him.
Yeah,
he was right back in the game.
Yeah, he went out and then he came back in. Lane Johnson did the same thing. He went out, came back in, and then I think he went back out.
Oh, all right, then, like, but
Jason Peters always fucking injured, son.
Yeah, Jason Peters. Oh, that's why I said. He was out the year for that.
That nigga big as hell.
Yeah, I don't understand, like, but hey, I guess it's a physical sport. So, but this year I feel like even without the COVID-19, would have been a hell of an injury. This is a year of injury, like.
Son, this is a year of all fuckery, son. Just period.
Yeah, it's a lot of people getting injured. I'm like, what's going on? When they just stopped drinking their milk when they was.
I don't know what it was. Honestly, I don't think nobody was really prepared to play this season because of this whole pandemic.
Yo, that's funny because that you said that because I honestly the other day I was thinking I think also what it is mostly is that since it wasn't no training, no preseason. I didn't think they thought that it was they want to actually go on with the NFL. So it wasn't really like people was getting really prepared for it. Like, like when you actually know, they probably got prepared slightly, but fully like how other prior years was, when they know it's going to be an NFL season, then they prepare themselves, they get everything ready. And like, they build their body up, they get prepared, they stretch, they get everything going on. And then they get prepared. But this season, I think just because they didn't have preseason, then I'm pretty sure they didn't have camp like they supposed to have camp. So then it was a lot of
they didn't have camp like they were supposed to have it. You know what I'm saying? It was a little different, and I think they didn't have OTAs. So they didn't have a lot of shit like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything they just had to adjust. Like right now we're seeing all the teams actually getting that chemistry now. But week 1 through week 5, they was still all trying to figure like everything out.
It was that preseason type. That was that preseason.
Yeah.
And that's what I think. And for our team, I'm just gonna put it out there for the Eagles. Like, I just feel like we still have a good possibility to get the momentum going. Cause
Mm-hmm.
reason why I feel that way, don't get me wrong, as what we doing now is trash. But I feel like we still have a good opportunity and have the good, I don't know about the line, but everybody else, good players, to actually get a momentum, because it's there. It's just a lot of decision making. It's not so much of the talent, it's the decision making and the focus, the consistency.
Yeah.
Like, if we could get that going and get that flow going, we good because we got the receivers that got potential. It's just that the play calling, Doug Peterson gotta be like,
Man. Yeah.
yo, he gotta be right with his. He gotta start being consistent with his play calling. Carson Wentz gotta start playing like he supposed to play from the beginning to the end. Don't wait till fourth quarter. Like, he gotta start playing above, not beyond. Like, he gotta start playing in the front.
Yeah.
And like, if we could get that going, and at least get a little bit our blockers to get a little bit more better. Like, yo, we could take it. We could do us. It just everybody, like, and the receivers gotta every ball count. They
Mm-hmm.
gotta, cause yo, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna give it to you. But just say this little thing. I'm gonna keep it short. Like, I was thinking, like, yo, the thing about what Carson Wentz is thing about it, as right now, it might be changed in the future, but as I'm seeing now, he needs a consistent wide receiver.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying, it is not no excuse of what the negative and the bad things that he's been doing. No, he needs to get better in those things. He needs to overcome the stuff like doing too much and his accuracy. He still need to overcome that. But the thing about Carson Wentz is he's a player that come in the clutch
Mm-hmm.
at the time that he gotta come in clutch. And if he come in the clutch at that time that he gotta come in the clutch, and the receivers don't be consistent and they drop the pass or they don't this that, it makes it harder on him. If he had consistent and good receivers that
Mm-hmm.
consistently catches the ball, consistently, being aggressive and doing what they gotta do, when he come in the clutch, we win. Like, example, like that I'm gonna say this and that should be good. Like the Ravens game, we could have won that if Sanders caught that ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
He came in the clutch that time. Yes, he had bad mistakes in that game, and especially in the beginning. He did a lot of things that he should not do. Like, but when we need him to do something, he did it. But Sanders dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Like, if Sanders would have caught that pass, that would have been a sweet play. That was a good play. He
Mm-hmm.
dropped the ball, so that right there mess up the whole thing. Now I'm not gonna say that it's only on Sanders' fault. What I'm saying is that for Carson Wentz, if he had the consistency of the receiver court and all that, we could win games based on how he's playing.
Yeah.
But it's no consistency all the way around. Like, and that makes it harder on Carson Wentz. Now he has to be the player that always stay consistent.
Yeah.
Because you don't have consistent wide receivers right now. So you have to stay consistent, motherfucker.
Right.
From the beginning to the end.
That's
Like,
a
you gotta
fact.
not make those mistakes. And that's what puts the pressure on him. But you gotta be that quarterback, bro. Like, they paying you this money. That's why I always agree with Matt say on First Take. Because, like, listen, they paying you all this money. You gotta be that quarterback they paying for. Stay consistent from the beginning to the end, and we could win games. Like, because if your receivers don't come in the clutch, I don't want to say come in the clutch. If your receiver is not consistent, it doesn't matter. Why? Because you consistent. And when we need you to be good, those drop passes don't matter. Why? Because we already got points up. Like, so that's my thing that I look at it with us. And that's just, I don't want to keep going on, but that's how I look at it.
Yeah. I feel like we need to be, let me see, how could I put this? Oh man.
I'm a little wavy right
I feel like, see, Doug Peterson affects the game a lot. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? A lot of times he put Carson Wentz in harm's way, my nigga. A lot. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is like, yo, that whole shit with Baltimore with the whole quarterback option for a 2-point. It's like, my nigga, why won't you trust him to throw the ball? It's like, yo, if he fuck up, he fuck up. But my
Yeah.
nigga, don't have a nigga on the quarterback option for a 2-point. Like, why
I
would you
get
even
it.
call
Yep.
that?
Yep.
Why would you even go for a 2-point conversion that early in the game, period? Because like I said, the end score was 28. I mean, the end score was 30-28. If we would have just kicked the field goal earlier, that end score would have been 30-29, and we wouldn't have had to go for a 2-point conversion at the end. All we would have had to do is kick the field goal, would have been 30-30, and let overtime decide who win that ball game. But at least would have had a chance at overtime. Why would he go for a 2-point conversion? Like, I don't understand that shit, man. I don't get that. So I feel like not only Carson Wentz need to be consistent, Doug Peterson need to be
Exactly.
consistent and smart too at the same time, because Carson Wentz feed off Doug Peterson, I feel like.
Exactly,
Like,
yo.
yo, and that shit is weird. Like, that shit is crazy weird.
That shit is definitely crazy weird, and that's why I put it's the reason why we losing is because those two, Doug and Carson.
Yeah.
Doug and Carson. Yes, our lineman is doing bad. Don't get me wrong. Our lineman is not holding up, and that causes more problems. And the receivers is not consistent that we need them. Even though Travis Fulgham is doing a good job. You know, Greg Ward is right there with him too. But you know, Travis Fulgham is doing a good job. But I'm talking about consistent, like constantly there, constantly not. You know, and like, because sometimes Travis Fulgham is not going to be open, and we need another wide receiver step in. But if that another wide receiver is not consistent, you know, what did that put us?
They
You know,
go it was supposed to be him.
Yeah, and
He
you know,
dropped
and
20 passes.
Hightower, he made good plays, but he had some plays that cost us too. You know, so that's what I'm saying. Like, we need the wide receiver core to be consistent, but it's ways to work around that. You know, it's ways, because they not consistent, but they not that bad of a consistent. Like, they make plays, and when they make those plays, and then you become inconsistent, like it fucks it up. Like, when the receivers make plays and Carson Wentz don't be consistent, it mess up. It makes everything else worse. Like, you know, so he need to stay consistent on that part, and Doug need to stay. When you see that every play counts right now, because you going through a lot of things. You're going through injuries. You're going through your linemen not holding up. You're going through all this stuff. So that means you gotta every play count. So stay consistent with your play calling.
Yeah.
Stop doing over exaggerating things. Like, stop doing too much. Like, just play your game. Like, that's all you gotta do. Just stay focused and play your games. You don't have to do too much. If we coming back, just keep that momentum. You don't have to do plays like we got less time on the clock. Like when we try to go that last 2-point conversion in the Giants, when we try to go to the period, he brought out Earth, and our linemen was set up. We had 3 line people. We had 3 people on that side. Then we had 2 people. We had Hurt. Like, bruh, we got a momentum. We coming back. Just stay on. Just stay normal. Like, why is you doing all that? Right?
Yeah.
Like, and that's how I look at it, you know. But you know, if we could fix those things, my nigga, we can make that run. I'm not saying that we have a good record, but we can make a run to the playoff and have a chance.
Yeah. So shit, Dallas got a chance. The Giants still got a chance, and if the Redskins want to turn up, they still got a chance.
Yeah. Everybody in the league still got a chance. Everybody, but that shit. That's crazy. As long as we've been Eagles fans, my nigga, we've been in the NFC East. I never saw us been. I never saw a division like that,
man.
We at least had somebody holding our division down. Yeah,
That's a fact. That's a fact.
If it wasn't first, I say for the Giants. The Giants been holding our division down for a minute. Then now we are holding our division down more than anybody.
Yeah.
But the Giants, before us, it was the Giants.
Yeah.
Cowboys didn't hold our division down since
But
way in.
it was all right. So now it's us. Before it was the Giants. Before that, it was us because remember we had Terrell Owens went to the
Yeah,
Super
yeah,
Bowl.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we went to Super Bowl and we went to NFC Champion one year and we lost or whatever. So yeah, we was holding it. The Cowboys ain't hold it down. All the Redskins ain't hold it down for a minute.
For a minute. Like they ain't hold it down for a minute. Like no, I said at least the Redskins hold it down somewhat before the Cowboys because they had a year. Well, I think that was the year with RG3 when they went on a run and they was better than us. They hold it down at least for 1 year. Like so I could give them that. But the Cowboys, they hold it down for since before I was in my prime when I was swimming in my father's nutsack.
Yeah, man, that's sad, bro. That
But
is sad.
that's it. But they gotta live with their ring. That's what the thing they got right now, or how much ring. But it is what it is. We talking about at this moment. But yeah, that's why I want to get into it. Like I wanted to know, especially about Deshaun Jackson. Like he's not the same no more, man. We just need to he need to just retire, flip his money, start a business, and do what he got to do because I just feel like unless if he don't want to retire, then bro, you got to take that risk. But I think he need to just take time out. He might be in a free agent, not be in the team, not be in a not be on a team or whether not have a contract. Then I think he just need to stay in a free agent and build himself and run. But I'm gonna take that back. It's because he old. I don't know. He can't stay in a free agent for too long. Because I forget.
He might as well just retire, bro.
Yeah, he might as well retire because he is in his mid 30s and close to 40. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, he just need to retire. Just you get healthy. It's not that serious. It's not risking your life. But that's it though.
Bro.
I don't know what else if you got.
Listen, he always gonna be a Philly legend. I'm pretty sure his number might be hanging up in the rafters somewhere, probably with McNabb or some shit. LaShawn McCoy, I don't know if his number should be hung up. Nah, because he bounced to too many teams and shit like that.
Nah, and that's the thing. LaShawn McCoy got still more to prove.
Yeah.
Because the thing about LaShawn McCoy, excuse me. The thing about LaShawn McCoy, he still got it.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at LaShawn McCoy games, he still run like he still got that elusive and cuts and speed. I think about LaShawn McCoy just need to work on his. You got some running backs. It don't matter, like I told you before. It don't matter if it's a hold or whatever. They can make a hold themselves. Yeah. Like when the linemen don't hold up, they break through
back like that.
Yeah, they break through them arms. They run through. Like it don't matter because sometimes the lineman helps the running back. Based on, and then also based on the coach's scheme, like how they scheme the run. Like they had the lineman go to the left and roll to the left or switch up. That makes holes and that makes things easier. So that does play a part. But you got some running backs, like I go back on Pittsburgh where they used to call him the what's his name? I forgot. He was a big guy. He ran. Jerome Bettis. Yeah. Jerome Bettis didn't really need no hole. Jerome Bettis, I mean, I think he was a fullback though, so that was the reason. Cause he didn't really need no holes. He ran through
the running back.
Huh?
He was a fullback playing running back.
Yeah, he was a fullback playing running. Yeah, because he had a little speed, but he was mostly you had a hard time tackling him. And I think we need a running back. Like keep the elusive because the elusive still works. But we need a running back at time that could go through that, run through the thing. But far as LaShawn McCoy, he's not that running back. And the teams that he beat on don't have that type of schemes in place for him. He's a running back like he only good as his line. And that's how I feel about him. If his lines and schemes break, like if he get an open field, you're not gonna get him. Like if he find a hole and he run, he's shaking people up. Like, but if it's no holes, a pocket open, and if the lineman is not blocking like they should or they not creating holes, he he get tackled or he don't make it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
on the year that his good year was on when he was with the Eagles, and the reason why he did so good with us is because we had Vic, and what made it good for him is that it confused the defense. They didn't know who to go for Vic or they didn't know who to go for LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah, yeah.
That
And
gave that gave LaShawn McCoy time to do him. Like, and that's how I look at LaShawn McCoy. But he still got the speed, he still got the elusive, but he gotta he need that type of team that could create that for him. If not, he gotta get better of him creating holes for himself or breaking through them tackles or them arms or getting strong. Like, so that's how I look at it.
Yeah. Nah, I still fucks with LaShawn McCoy.
I fuck with him too.
I think he was injured for a little bit though. I think last
yeah.
some shit like that. Yeah. But that's everything, y'all. Please like and subscribe down below, man. This is the Holla at Your Boy venting session. You already know, man.